Bienvenido a ChFC.com, educación financiera para el mundo real. That's all I got. Here are a couple of things that will not only make you more money savvy, they'll also make you sound really smart. Guys, do you need to score some extra points to impress your lady's dad? Then listen up. We're going to cover a pre-retirement rule called the Rule of 72 and a retirement rule called the 4% rule. First, let's look at the Rule of 72. This one is relatively easy. It takes a mathematically complex formula and simplifies it into something that you can do in your head. To illustrate my point, let me ask you this. How long would it take for $25,000 to become $100,000 if it compounded at 8% per year? Okay, say it with me. I have no idea. To figure that out, you'd have to run the numbers through this equation. And just between you and me, financial consultants don't do this stuff on paper. We use a calculator. But believe it or not, you can use a math trick called the Rule of 72 to figure out the answer very quickly. It's a shortcut to find out how many years it would take a sum of money to double, given a fixed annual interest rate. All you have to do is take 72 and divide it by the fixed annual return. So, back to our original question, how long would it take $25,000 to become $100,000 compounded at 8%? Well, 72 divided by 8 is 9. It would take 9 years to double from 25 to 50, and then another 9 years to double again to 100,000. So the answer is 18 years. Pretty neat, huh? The Rule of 72 is not perfect, but it will give you a quick rough estimate and is especially accurate at lower numbers, which makes it very effective when you're talking about investment returns. The second rule is a bit more dense, and there's a whole lot more math behind it. It's called the 4% retirement rule. And it's pretty important because what the 4% rule shows us is that we should not be taking more than 4% per year from our invested retirement assets if we want to not run out of money during a 25 to 30 year long retirement period. And when you take into account inflation, the 4% rule is considered safe. And I use that term loosely because, we're talking about investments here, and it's rare that investments offer guarantees. I want to make that very clear. So, 4% per year with a little yearly raise for inflation. I just told you that $1 million will get you a starting retirement income of $40,000 a year. There's two problems there. $1 million retirement account doesn't just happen through little payroll deductions. It's something you have to intentionally build. And even if you did, $40,000 a year, I find that pretty inadequate. Investments are important, but if all you have are market securities in your portfolios, such as these, you might be stuck following that rule. Now, what I'm about to say is a shameless plug, but it's also something you really need to know. We as financial consultants can show you how to break the 4% rule. If you try to go about this whole retirement thing by yourself, you might be stuck following the 4% rule, which is not where you want to be. If you don't talk to me, talk to an advisor you trust and ask them how they can help your retirement plan get out of the 4% rule. It's important. Just do it. If you'd like to schedule a free consultation or find out if you're on the right track financially, click the scheduling link in the video or visit KyleDavisFinancial.com and click the Schedule Now button in the menu. I'm available face-to-face, through video chat, or over the phone. Join me on social media for a free trip through time. No, seriously. Time literally disappears when you're on social media. Ever notice that? See you soon.